Is it working? Yay, it is working. Brilliant. Right, okay. Now, would you like a carrot? Would you like a carrot? Look, let's see what here. It's a carrot. It's a carrot. It's a carrot. There. No. Oh, good evening, folks. You right with you? Just finishing the washing up. That's another carrot. Have you got your carrot? Okay. Right. Well, good evening, folks. How's it going? It's lovely to have you here online tonight to celebrate the launch of my new album. And yeah, I'm Robin James Hurt. It's really nice to be here. I'm playing another Sunday session here. I've been playing them for a few months now, as quite a lot of you watching will know. Give me a carrot. Yeah, me and my dog Dougal have been playing sessions and keeping you company and occupied here on Sunday nights for the last few months. Dougal is here with me. Dougal's eating a carrot. We've had a good weekend. I hope you guys have too. And it's been a little bit of a stressful journey getting the album here, but we managed in the end to get the CDs. And let me just see. I have one here, Exhibit A. It's a thing of beauty. No, I think it's the right way around on YouTube and the wrong way around on Facebook. But there it is. And, a lovely picture inside. I want to start off by saying thank yous, two big thank yous. Firstly, to Liam Mulvaney, who produced the record, came down to my house here and recorded me here, just set up exactly the same way that I do these live stream gigs, but just with microphones, posh microphones, and a few bits and bobs and shenanigans. Just posh microphones, basically. And Dougal as well, adding to the atmosphere. And we then finished it off in Sonic Studios in Dublin, just did a little bit of editing and stuff and tweaking and ended up with this album. So Liam went above and beyond the call of duty. A massive thanks to him. And also to Alan Doherty, a great old friend of mine who's done all my previous album sleeves and stepped up to the plate in difficult circumstances for him at the time, was able to squeeze this into a busy schedule. So thanks very much to Alan as well, Alan Doherty and Liam Mulvaney, both great. And Crystal Media as well, who did the CDs. Fantastic job, and thanks for stepping up and helping out at the last minute when it was all getting a bit hairy with the couriers losing them. Crystal Media really helped out. So thanks very much to Camille and Sebastian there. There's Eddie tuning in. How's it going? It's great to see so many of you tuning in. Thanks. And there's been a few people. There's a few people who are tuning in here already. Karen is there. Siobhan is there. Crystal, there's Wendy. There's quite a few. Colleen is there. Quite a few of you who helped out with me. I kind of did a kind of an unofficial GoFund for this album with people chipping in tips and gratuities over the weeks and after the gigs. And the people that really did that really made this album happen. that paid for like about half the cost of the whole thing. So I kind of basically thanked everybody on the album. It's like executive producers, you know, you're all the people that chipped in over the last few months with the little tips and things. You're all executive producers in this album, so you're all listed as in the thank you credits inside and everything. So and Sharon is as well, of course. And big hello to Sharon and to Rachel and Greg are watching on YouTube as well. I suppose I better play some music. Oh, Pat's tuning in from just down the road there. Pat Crow, Robert Darren. Thanks so much to all of you. Kath Collins is watching. Brilliant. How are you? In deepest, darkest Chile or wherever. Chile or Patagonia or whichever part you're in now. Probably still Chile. How are you, Robin? I reply to Eddie. Oh, yeah, Eddie's heading off. That's it. Good. See you, Eddie. Good luck. Thanks for tuning in. Gemma's tuning in from Scotland as well. Laura, how are you, girls? Connor and Connie here. Song for you guys coming up in a little while. And Laura is watching. Oh, freezing up a little bit down here, says Ginger. Oh, okay. Let me know if it's Al Denham's watching. Brilliant. How's it going, man? Fantastic. Thanks a million for tuning in. Brilliant stuff. There's all manner of folks here. Right, I better make some noise. So it's an album launch, except it's virtual, it's online, which is great. I'm going to start off with the first song from the album then. I'll play it. And Vanis is watching in Italy. I got your order. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. This is a song from Cork City, County Cork. It's a song called Salonika. And the chorus kind of goes, so right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. And this is the first song, the one that kind of kicks off the album. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Well, me husband's in Salonika. I wonder if he's dead. I wonder if he knows he's got to give it a foxy head. So right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. And when the war is over, what will the slackers do? They'll be all around the soldiers for the love of a bomb or two. So right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. And when the war is over, what will the soldiers do? They'll be walking around on a leg and a half, and the slackers they'll have two. So right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. And they taxed their pound of butter, they taxed their heapity bun, but still with all the taxes they can't beat the bloody Hun. So right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. Ho! Well, when the war is over, what will the slackers do? For every kid in America, in Cork there will be two. So right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. Well, he takes us out to Blarney and he leaves us in the grass. They puts us in the family way and he puts us in the arse. So right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. Ho! Hey! Well, my husband's in Salonika. I wonder if he's dead. I wonder if he knows he's got to give it a foxy head. So right away, Salonika, right away, me soldier boy. Woo. Thank you, Salonika, for you there. Dougal, what are you doing? Dougal's eating the peat briquettes by the fire. As it's been a little bit of a journey since I moved down from Dublin to Wexford a few years ago. One thing I've learned is that in Dublin you say briquettes for peat briquettes, and outside of Dublin you say briquettes. Well, you do down here anyway. So there you go. Learn something new every day. I'm going to move up to County Fermanagh for this next song. And I'm really glad this song turned out sounding well on the album. This is one of the, I think, the first online live stream gig that I did, or first or second, the first proper one. This was the first song that I played. It's a song called The Rambling Irishman. That was the first time I played it. It was new to me then, back in March. And it's become a favourite of mine. I love singing it. It's an old traditional song from County Fermanagh, kind of an immigration song. Any chance that the Sugar Babe's about you now? Yeah, I've got a bit of a space actually later on in the set after most of the album where I'm going to throw in a couple of requests. So remind me. You never know. Right, so The Rambling Irishman, here we go. I am a rambling Irishman. In Ulster I was born in, and many's the happy hours I spent on the banks of sweet Loch Erno. To be poor I could not endure, as others of my station. To America I made my way, and left this Irish nation. Right Tantanana, Tantanana, right Tantanana. The night before I went away, I spent it with my darling, from 3 o'clock to the break of dawn, to the break of day next morning. When that we were going to part, we looked at each other's arms. Oh, you may be sure and very sure it wounded both our charms. Right, Tantanana, Tantanana, right, Tantanana. The very first night I slept on board, I dreamt about my Nancy. I dreamt I held her in my arms, and well, she pleased my fancy. And when that I awoke from sleep, and I found my bosom empty, well, you may be sure and very sure that I lay discontented. Right, Tantanana, Tantanana, right, Tantanana. Take it away, do go. We were gone to part, we wandered else unhealthy. We dropped our anchor in the bay, headed down for the Philadelphia. So let every laddling with his lass, blue jacket and white trousers, and let every lassling with her lass lad, blue petticoat and white flounces, right tan-ta-na-na, tan-ta-na-na, right tan-ta-na-na-na-dee, right tan-ta-na-na, tan-ta-na-na, right tan-ta-na-na-na-dee, right tan-ta-na-na, tan-ta-na-na, right tan-ta-na-na-na-dee. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to Rambling Irishman with Dougal. What do the flags behind you say on them? They say party time. Sorry, they say party time. Right, let me put a couple of things right here. I have to get a different guitar for the next song. I'm also going to pick something up that I need to drink. And I think the snake dog is going to have to be confiscated for now, Dougal. Sorry. Right, it's going up there for now. We can bring it out later, okay? It's okay. Did you eat your other carrot as well? Some buckfast for the occasion as well. This is the 12-string guitar. I'm going to play a song called JOHNSTON'S MOTOR CAR. Dougal is now trying to figure out a way to get up onto the chest to, let me just show you here what he's up to. Oh, acting very innocent now. He's trying to get up here where the snake dog toy. Oh, trying to see if he can find anything else to find in his toy box he can make noise with. No. It's good. I'm glad Dougal is the life and soul of the party. He is serious about party time. I'm glad because he's an integral part of this album. And sometimes, a lot of the times these days, he sleeps through the gigs because he's been out walking and stuff. But he's wide awake and partying today. He's got Mental Barbara, his sheep, is a sheep toy of his, a cuddly stuffed toy. And he ripped open the face, gouged out the eyes, ripped open the face and pulled all the stuffing out. But he still loves it to bits, loves her to bits and plays with her a lot. That's Mental Barbara, the sheep. There's actually two, because we had to buy, he kind of destroyed the first one completely, so we had to buy him another one called New Mental Barbara. Here we go. This is a song called JOHNSTON'S MOTOR CAR from County Donegal. It's the third song on my album, which I'm launching tonight, as most of you watching know, I think. And it's a song, I did it on TG Car, the Irish language TV station, a couple of years ago as well, on a show called CROGHAN to the Sea. I think it's up on YouTube somewhere. It's a 12-string, they're always out of tune, it's grand. It was down by Bragg corner one morning I did stray. I met another rebel bold who this to me did say, I've orders from the captain to assemble at the Rumbar, and how are we to get there without a motor car? Ah, Barney dear, be of good cheer, I'll tell you what we'll do. The Black and Tans have plenty guns, although we have but few. We'll wire on to Stranarlar before we get so far, and we'll give the boys a jolly ride on JOHNSTON'S motor car. When Dr. Johnston got the wire, he soon pulled on his shoes. Says he, this is an urgent case, there's little time to lose. He wore a fancy castor hat and on his breast a star. You could hear the din going through Glenfin from Johnston's motor car. And when he came to the Reeling Bridge, he met some rebels there. Old Johnston knew the game was up and at them he did stare. He said, I have a permit for travelling out so far. You can stick your English permit, we want your motor car. Woo! What will my loyal comrades say when I get to Drumbo? To say my car was commandeered by rebels from the low. We'll give you a receipt for her, all signed by Captain Marr. And when Ireland gets her freedom, you'll get your motor car. Now we put the car in motion and we filled her to the brim. With guns and bayonets shining on Johnston, he looks grim. When Barney waved the Sinn Féin flag, she set off like a star. And we gave 3 cheers for freedom and for Johnston's motor car. And we gave 3 cheers for Ireland and for Johnston's motor car. Woo! Thank you very much. Johnston's motor car for you from County Donegal. Oh, have you got George? You've got George out, I see. Okay, it's going to get very serious now. I'll do that set list. There it is. Are you wearing the face off George now? George is a stuffed dog that I've had for many years. He's a very large, stuffed, cuddly toy dog, and Dougal has given him a new lease of life as a kind of a best friend / security blanket / kind of sexual plaything. Hang on. You can see what I'm talking about. Are you wearing the face off George? Look, he's got his paws wrapped around his face. That's George's nose, by the way. That's his ears. This is his chin. Dougal is inhaling. All right. Just thought I'd show you that. So apologies to everybody on YouTube that can't see that, but it's not worth getting too fussed about. Now, on with the album. Oh yeah, here we go. I'm going to play a little tune of my own composition here. This is a tune called CROGHAN to the Sea. Croghan Mountain lies behind me here, behind my house in North Wexford, up that way, yonder way. The sea is down here. I live right beside the sea. And hi from Somerset, Gillian. How's it going? How are you? Jay's tuning in as well. I see Lisa's having great fun over in Iowa watching Dougal here. So yeah, CROGHAN to the Sea. I wrote this tune, an instrumental tune, right at the beginning of the lockdown, kind of thing. Well, actually, a little bit into it around the beginning of April there, out at the seafront here. And yeah, it just kind of came to mind. And there's a book called CROGHAN to the Sea, which details the kind of anthropology of the local area here around Coolgrady and Castletown in North Wexford. And I got hold of the book as well, which took a bit of tracking down, actually. I had to go to the States to get it on Amazon. Here we are, CROGHAN to the Sea. Thanks very much. CROGHAN to the Sea for you there. It's the 4th track on the album. I'm going to break things up a little bit order-wise now, just for a second. Thanks, Brenda. Thanks very much. Thanks, Keith. Thank you. Cheers. Thanks for ordering it, man. It'll be in the post to you. Mark Halligan is watching. Thanks a million, man. Cheers. Hugh Jordan is watching. Thanks a million. Brandon is watching. Barry Hartigan. Thanks a million, Barry. And the check is in the post. Dougal is seeking some attention by the look of things. Lush dog. Yeah, I'm just hoping he hasn't been at the Buckfast behind my back again. Thanks very much, Brian. Thanks a million. Hi, Karen. I was going to break it up. So there's 12 songs, 12 tracks on the album. We actually recorded 20. And we sort of whittled down to the best kind of, or not even just the best, it was just the ones that kind of fitted in the right order and stuff, you know. So there's a couple of ones that I recorded that turned out really well, but we just couldn't fit them on the album, myself and Liam, the producer. So they might well make maybe some tracks on an EP next year, something like that, a little extra thing next year, record a couple of other things and put a couple of the outtakes from these sessions on as well. And this is one of them. This is a song called The Rare Old Mountain Dew. Let me just actually dig something out here. Hope you're all enjoying the show. There it is. This song is about poachine. I don't have any poachine on me. Poachine is the Irish equivalent of moonshine. I do have Buckfast, however, which is made by monks in Somerset, where Gillian is, Gillian Keith. There we go. Let the grasses grow and the waters flow in the free and easy way. But give me enough of the rare old stuff that's made their Galway Bay. Come gouge us all from Donegal, from Sligo and Leitrim too. I will give them a slip of the rare old sip of the rare old mountain dew. Diddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-rum-a-dum-dee. Skiddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-rum-a-dum-dee. There's a neat little still at the foot of the hill where the smoke curls up to the sky. By the whiff and the smell you can plainly tell that the poachine boys close by. For it fills the air with a perfume rare betwixt both me and you. As home we roll, we can drink a bowl or a bucket full of mountain dew. Skiddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-rum-a-dum-dee. Skiddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-rum-a-dum-dee. I'll learn if men that use the pen have writ the praises high of the sweet poachine from Ireland green, distilled from wheat and rye. Away with your pills and cure your ills, be a pagan Christian anew. Setting up your coat and grease your throat with a bucket full of mountain dew. Skiddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-rum-a-dum-dee. Skiddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-rum-a-dum-dee. Skiddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-rum-a-dum-dee. Skiddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-rum-a-dum-dee. Let the grasses grow and the waters flow in the free and easy way. But give me enough of the rare old stuff that's made their Galway Bay. Come gouge us all from Donegal, from Sligo and Leitrim too. I'll give them a slip and we'll take a sip of the rare old mountain dew. Diddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-rum-a-dum-dee. Skiddly-ida-diddle-dum, 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 diddly-ida-diddle-dum, diddly-ida-diddle-rum-a-dum-dee. Hup. Thanks very much indeed. Cheers. Nice. Okay, here's one. Going back to all of you guys, the audience. Thanks for watching all the shows. This next song is on the album, especially because of requests for it, because I actually recorded it, kind of full band version of it on my first solo album, Natalia Man's Lament. It's a song from Newcastle in England, Newcastle upon Tyne. It's an old fisherman's wives song called When the Boat Comes In. And I'm going to sing this now, especially for Ben. He's very, very much a big fan of this song, very much was pushing to have it on the album and stuff. Good man, Eddie, take care. No problem, man. Listen, have a good night's rest and talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in. It's a pleasure. Thanks for sticking around as well, because I know you had to head off. So thanks for watching. Cheers. When the Boat Comes In, Dance to the Daddy. This song is also known as. It was done by the Irish band Horselips back in the 70s. It's a song it's sung a fair bit in Irish, well, not a fair bit, but a bit in Irish music as well. So I'm going to sing this for you. So, the fishy song, also, of course, okay after this song. Brilliant. Okay, here we go. Come here, my little Jackie, no, I've smoked me backy. Let's have a bit of cracky till the boat comes in. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy. Dance to the daddy, to the mommy, sing. They shall have a fishy on a little dishy. They shall have a fishy when the boat comes in. And here's thy mother humming like a canny woman. Yonder comes thy father drunk, he cannot stand. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy. Dance to the daddy, to the mommy, sing. Thou shall have a fishy on a little dishy. Thou shall have a fishy when the boat comes in. Lord Tommy's always fuddling, he's so full of ale, but he's so kind to me, I hope he'll never fail. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy. Dance to the daddy, to the mommy, sing. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy. Dance to the daddy, to the mommy, sing. Woo! I like it to rock myself when I can get it sly, and now my bonny bairn will like it as well as I. Maybe get a bowl off as we stand in need, and well may the keel roll that brings the bairns their beat. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy. Dance to the daddy, to the mommy, sing. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy. Dance to the daddy, to the mommy, sing. I shall have a fishy, a little fishy. I shall have a fishy when the boat comes in. When the boat comes in, I shall have a fishy, a little dishy. I shall have a fishy when the boat comes in. Thank you very much. Of course, also in the James Bolam was in the TV series When the Boat Comes In back in the 1970s when I was about 4. I was seeing that. That was one of the first musical memories I have, which is one of the reasons I sang that song originally. It kind of came back to me. I was thinking about songs from my childhood when I started doing my solo folk song kind of stuff as a way of inspiration. Things, folk kind of songs that I remember from my childhood that I'd grown up with that I could relate to. And that was one of them. I'm going to sing a song now from the west of Ireland, from County Galway, a song called The Galway Show. It's the next song on the album. It's a favourite of mine to sing. And all the best, Eddie. Cheers, man. Thank you. This one's up on YouTube. Recorded it a couple of years ago down here. Just kind of a simple enough recording, but it's quite popular. Yeah, I was playing a gig a few years ago. I think it was around the time of Temple Bar Trad Fest or something. I think it was, but it wasn't actually part of Temple Bar Trad Fest. It was, but it was in a pub, a pub, not a normal pub that I'd played in the city centre, but a pub in the city centre that was having trad music for a reason. And the bar staff, I won't name the pub, were very kind of, or the head barman was very opposed to the idea of having trad music. He's like, you know, I don't want to shit in here. But the management kind of booked it in as because it was on around town as part of this festival. So the head barman was a bit narky towards the band, towards me and the two guys I was playing with. And I left the gig at the end of the night feeling really low and feeling really kind of disconcerted. And I went past another pub. It was actually the Halfpenny Inn. And there's a fella playing upstairs, a couple of lads playing upstairs. I don't know who it was. I know quite a few of the people that would be playing in there, but I didn't recognize them. This fella was singing and playing guitar, and he sang the Galway Shawl. And he just really kind of impassioned, but very kind of honest version, a lovely version of it. And it blew me away. And I was like, wow. And I thought, that's the spirit of like music, folk music and Irish music. And that's the, like, really, like, that's the sort. I was like, you know, this is why, you know, your man, the barman's attitude was a load of bollocks and everything. It's great. You know, I felt better about what I was doing and everything, having seen this other fella doing the song. And I went home then, and I kind of learned the song then a couple of days later, just because I thought I'd really and I thought about learning it before, but I kind of thought it was a bit schmaltzy. And then when I saw that gentleman singing it, it really kind of changed my opinion of it. And like I said, it kind of lifted me that night. So I started singing it myself after that. It's a song called The Galway Show. Sláinte, your good health, chin chin. Thanks very much indeed, Ben. Cheers. Thanks, much appreciated. Thank you. Really appreciate that. It's a one over on YouTube. Wonderful compliment. I appreciate that very much. So at the Galway Show. There aren't more in the county Galway, one pleasant evening in the month of May, I spied a damsel. She was young and handsome, and her beauty fairly took my breath away. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint nor powder, nor none at all. But she wore a bonnet with ribbons on it, and around her shoulders was a Galway shawl. As we went walking, she kept on talking till our father's cottage came into view. Said she, "Come in, sir, and meet my father, and play to please him, the foggy Jew." She sat me down beside the hearthstone, and I could see her father, and he was 6 feet tall, and soon her mother, and the kettle singing, and all I could think of was a Galway shawl. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint nor powder, nor none at all. But she wore bonnets with ribbons on it, and around her shoulders was a Galway shawl. I played the blackbird, a stack of barley, Rodney's glory, and the funky tune. She sang each note, sir, like an Irish linnet, while tears welled in her eyes so blue. And it was early, all in the morning, when I hit the road for old Donegal. She said goodbye, sir. She cried and kissed me, and my heart remains with that Galway shawl. She wore no jewels, no costly diamonds, no paint nor powder, nor none at all. But she wore a bonnet with ribbons on it, and around her shoulders was a Galway shawl. And around her shoulders was a Galway shawl. And around her shoulders was a Galway shawl. Thanks very much indeed. Galway Shawl for you. It's always a pleasure to sing that song. One of my favourite versions of that was by the English poet Pam Ayres from Devon in England, of all people. I think you can find it on YouTube as well. She did this beautiful version of it back in like the 1970s, just knockout version. Also, Sean Cannon from the Dubliners as well. A fine gentleman who I've had the pleasure of playing on stage with a few times. He's a wonderful gentleman, a great Irish singer and musician. And Sean did a wonderful version of that. So now, actually, yeah, just very quickly, I want to give another big shout out. I was saying earlier on about the people that had helped me making this album, and about Liam, the producer, and Alan, the sleeve designer. I also want to give a big shout out to Greg Berry, who's watching on YouTube with Rachel over in Longford there. Greg is a great musician and photographer and engineer, and he also happens to have a couple of great old Polaroid cameras, and he came over and took some snaps of me back in a good while back, like a couple of months back, when you could still move around the place and stuff with the Polaroids, and we used them for the album and stuff. So big shout out, very much appreciated. Thanks a million, man. Thank you so much. Sing a song there. I know Michael O'Toole is watching up in Larne there, and I'm going to sing a song for Michael's brother Eamon. Great supporter of my music, so he was. Sorely missed, wonderful gentleman. And This is another song which I recorded for the album. It didn't make the album list kind of tracks in the end, but it was really that it kind of came down to that, or When the Boat Comes In. Sort of went with When the Boat Comes In, but this has been recorded, and it sounds really nice in the recording, and I'm hopefully going to release it sometime next year on an EP or something. And my guitar's in tune on the album recording, don't worry. It's a song from back to County Fermanagh again, actually, a song called Fare Thee Well Enniskillen, otherwise known as the Enniskillen Dragoons. And probably heard me rattling on about this before. One of the things that I love about this song, so I'm very passionate about it, is that quite often with Irish songs, Irish folk songs, they can be to do with history, Irish political history or social history, and can maybe be sort of like on one side or something of a particular battle or a rebellion or something. Interesting thing about this song is that it's sung by both sides of the old school sort of sectarian thing up in the north, both sides, because it kind of refers back to an old British Army regiment that was from County Fermanagh. The folk on the British or the Unionist side like it, but because it's kind of a famous Irish folk song, and because of the background of the regiment and stuff, the nationalist side like it as well. This is a very simplified version. Excuse me, it's a lot of waffle. I know people that are watching the show right now will be going, "Fuck's sake, Robin!" It's very simplified, but effectively, this is kind of the reason I like singing it, because both sides sing it. It's a simple fact. Whatever way you want to dress it up, it's sung by people from both sides of that. So I like it for that reason. And this is called Fare Thee Well Enniskillen. What are the flags for? Have you joined the DUP? Do they look like? No, it says party time. They're not fucking red, white, and blue. That's yellow. They're yellow, and there's green and orange as well. So there's green and orange and gold. And then there's a bit of blue as well for Scotland. There you go. So it's not red, white, and blue. I have not joined the DUP. There you go. Our troop was made ready at the dawn of the day. From Enniskillen town they are marching us away. They put us then on board a ship to cross the raging main and fight in bloody battle in the sunny land of Spain. We were all dressed out like gentlemen's sons, with our fine shining sabres and our carbine guns, and we fought for Ireland's glory there, and many a man did fall, from musket and from bayonet and from thundering cannonball. Fare thee well Enniskillen, fare thee well for a while, and all around the borders of Erin's Green Isle. And when the war is over, we'll return in full bloom, and you'll all welcome home your Enniskillen Dragoon. Flora, dear heart, I'll crave. It's now and forever that I'll be your slave. Your parents have insulted me both morn, night, and noon, because you would wed in Enniskillen Dragoon. Ah, Willie, dearest Willie, don't heed what they say. For children, their parents are proud for me, and when the war is over, they'll all change their tune, and you'll roll me in your arms by the light of the moon. Fare thee well Enniskillen, fare thee well for a while, and all around the borders of Erin's Green Isle. And when the war is over, we'll return in full bloom, and you'll all welcome home your Enniskillen Dragoon. Woo! fighting's over and for home we have set sail. Our flag above this lofty ship is fluttering in the gale. They've given us a pension, boys, of 4 pence each day. And when we reach in the skillet, never more we'll have to say fairly well in the skillet, fairly well for a while. And all around the borders of Erin's Green Isle. And when the war is over, we'll return in full bloom. And you'll all welcome home, you're in the skillet, drinking fairly well in the skillet, fairly well for a while. And all around the borders of Erin's Green Isle. And when the war is over, we'll return in full bloom. And you'll all welcome home, you're in the skillet, drinking. Yes, you all welcome home, you're in a skill and dragoon. Thank you very much. The inner skill and dragoons for you. Thanks a million. Now, I just see that Wendy there is watching. That's fantastic. Thank you so much, Wendy. This next song, I learned this song back in July, I think, for Wendy over in Pennsylvania, who was had found out that she had roots in Longford and was wondering if I knew any Longford songs. So I went searching around and came up with this. It's a song which I remember somebody asking me to sing in a folk session before, and I didn't know it. And then I heard somebody else singing it ages ago, kind of a slower version of the folk session. It was really nice. It's going back, I can't remember where, a few years ago. But dug it out. It's called the Longford Weaver. This is especially for Rachel and Greg as well, over on YouTube. Rachel, my good friend from Longford, from Ballinlee, County Longford. Well, that's where she lives now. So, getting to the right tune there for Dadgad. Gordon has to go. Thank you so much indeed. And the CD is on its way to you, Gordon. And during the week there, thanks at the beginning of the week. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Thank you for ordering it. And and I'll catch you on Tuesday. Gordon Smith, by the way, is a great singer and songwriter for people on Facebook. He's playing on Tuesday night at 7:30, and he's worth checking out. I'll be watching it. And so he does folk, country, and gospel. So check him out. There you go, Gordon Smith. Now, this is called the Longford Weaver. There's a little instrumental tune of my own at the end of it, which I tagged on, which is called The Butcher's Window. Here we go. This is kind of Longford Weaver is basically a version of Nancy Whiskey, Glasgow song, but it's from Longford. Go figure. Quarters I have been weaving, and for my weaving I was paid down. I bought a shirt in the foremost fashion, all for to walk up through Longford town. I walked up and through Longford city, where Nancy's whiskey I chanced to smell. I thought it fun for to go and baste it. These 5 long quarters I've liked it well. I entered into a little ale house, begged Nancy's pardon for making free, and Nancy met me at every corner. Your hearty welcome, young man, says she. We both sat down at a little table, we looked at each other a little while. We both sat down at a little table, and Nancy's whiskey, it did me beguile. myself then in a little parlour. I found myself then in a little bed. I tried to rise, but I was not able, for Nancy's whiskey it held down my head. I looked out at the following morning. I asked the reckoning I had to pay. It's 15 shillings for ale and porter. Come pay it quickly now and get away. I put my hand then all in my pocket. The ready money I laid it down. It's 15 shillings for ale and porter, and all remaining was half a crown. I looked up and looked down the window where Nancy's waiting. I chanced to spy. I called her in. We spent 2 and 2 pints, and all remaining was a crooked bye. Yeah. I put the monies upon the table, saying I'll leave this money out with the rest, and I'll drink a health to every young man and the wee lassie that I love the best. I'll go home, I'll begin me weaving, I'll raise my shuttle another while, and if I live through another season, it's Nancy's whiskey will not me beguile. Indeed, the Longford Weaver for you there, especially for Wendy and for Rachel and Greg. Cheers, thanks. Okay, I'm going to slow it down a wee bit now. I'm going to sing a song. Hey, Rod, how's it going? Locality, back to the locality. North Wexford is a song. I found the lyrics to this song on the internet, but I couldn't find the music at the time, so I wrote my own music. I've subsequently heard the original music, but I kind of decided to stick with my own. But the words are traditional, and it's going back to the 1798 rebellion, and there was a lot of heated activity in County Wexford, particularly some big battles around North Wexford. Vinegar Hill would be the most famous, arguably. This one is concerned more with a battle that occurred up around Ballylellis and MONASEED. And it's a song called At MONASEED on a Summer's Morning. At MONASEED on a summer's morning, our brave boys halted a rest to take. The ancient Britons in uniform on Schlieffbaum Hill great show did make. They thought we'd run when we saw them coming, but that was play for our heroes brave. marched before them to Ballyelis. There is the place where we made their grave. We marched before them to Ballyelis, to the little watch house going toward Carnew. There is the place where we did engage them. Such other piking you never knew. We left the town when the fight was over. Our boys indeed had no more to do. We crossed Brideswell, marched through Camolin, and encamped that night upon Corrigrue. Early next morning, by our captain's order, through Shillelagh we marched straight. And that same evening at Ballyran gave Major Chamney a great defeat. And cowardly Gowan, the day he joined them, he called his men and away did run. Longsmith the Slater, a bloody traitor, he fell that day by a croppy gun. But Curdly Gowan, the day he joined them, he called his men and away did run, like a hunted fox across the rocks, when he heard the sound of a croppy gun. Success at New sweet County Wexford, you heard the boys that were ne'er afraid of bloody omen or ancient Britain, but on such courts great slaughter made. But on such courts great slaughter made. Thanks very much. MONASEED in a summer's morning. There you go. There's a nice cheery one. No way that. Quite happy with that turned out. The way that turned out on the album, actually, got a little bit nice, a bit of mandolin on it, on top of the guitar and the vocal, and it kind of lifts it up a wee bit, and it's turned out as a nice wee production. Okay, pick things up a little bit now. Here's a tune of my own. This is called "The Hill of the Cuckoo." Here we go. Thanks very much indeed. Thanks a million. Cheers. John Mulville's tuning. How are you, John? Steve's tuning. Got a whole rake of people going on here. Thanks, Keith. Thanks very much. Chantel, thank you so much for tuning in. Chantel. Wendy's got to run. Can't wait to get your CD in picture. Congrats. Thank you so much, Wendy. Cheers. Frank, thanks a million for ordering the album as well, man. Cheers. Really enjoying your music. Thanks, Brenda. We'll send you a direct message regarding CDs. Brenda, thank you so much. Dalton's watching. Tim, Ross, Andy Jackson, great to have Andrew. Andrew, great to have you watching there. And Darren, yeah, Darren and Mickey over in England, thank you so much for being a very important part of the album and supporting me so well. Brendan Bonas is watching. Irish Musical Legends. Gavin Glass watching. Irish Musical Legends. Irish Musical Legends watching. Rennie Field is watching over in Australia. Brilliant. Oh, this is brilliant stuff, lads. Thanks to you all for tuning. Can you order a few CDs? Yes, of course, Roz, you can. If anyone wants to order copies of the album, you can. It's very easy. Go on my website, robinjameshurt.com, and there's a shop there. And there's a link in the description here on Facebook, on YouTube. I'll put it up as well. It's robinjameshurt.com/shop, or just go on robinjameshurt.com, or Google me, or you can go on Bandcamp. Bandcamp is apparently where all the cool people get their music now. And you can get my album there, and I'm going to be putting my back catalogue back up on there as well, I think. You can get it on download or CD, the new album Live from Kilmichael, on Bandcamp as well. So feel free, download, stream, or CD, I should say. Now, here, folks, before things get a bit sleepy here, the last couple of songs are a bit downbeat. Things are about to take a little bit of a turn. Dougal's about to wake up. It's all about to kick off the next stage of the album. This next song is a request, originally requested by Connor Elwell over in Stafford in England, or Staffordshire. Connor and Connie. This one's going out to Connor and his good lady Connie, and Amanda as well. She's watching, or she's not watching. Very best wishes to the three of you. Thanks for supporting me all the way through and being great friends, great fans. Connor saw me playing in Temple Bar before. They're all sound folks. Thanks for the support from Stafford. And Connor asked me to learn this song, and it was for that reason. I wouldn't have probably got around to learning it if it wasn't for him, so thank you very much. This coming Tuesday, the 17th, is would have been Luke Kelly's 80th birthday, the late, great Luke Kelly from Dubliners. So that's tea, by the way. I'm going to sing a song, especially for all the Luke Kelly fans, Michael O'Toole, all the Luke Kelly fans there, especially for Connor as well, and Connie, and this is called Paddy. Poor Paddy works on the railway. In 1841, me corduroy breeches I put on. Me corduroy breeches I put on to work upon the railway, the railway. I'm weary of the railway. Poor Paddy works on the railway. In 1842, from Hartlepool I moved to Crewe. Found myself a job to do, working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, doing dishes, toting pitches, lodging pitches. I was working on the railway. In 1843, I broke my shovel across my knee. I went to work for the company on the lease to sell the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging pitches. I was working on the railway. In 1844, I landed on the Liverpool shore. Me belly was empty, me hands were raw from working on the railway, the GNR. I'm weary of the railway. Her Paddy works on the railway. In 1845, and Daniel O'Connell, he was still alive. Daniel O'Connell, he was alive and working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging pitches. I was working on the railway. In 1846, I changed my trade to channeling bricks, changed my trade to shoveling bricks to work up on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging pitches. I was working on the railway. In 1847, poor Paddy was thinking of going to heaven. Poor Paddy was thinking of going to heaven to work upon the railway, the Milky Way. I'm weary of the railway. Poor Paddy works on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging bitches. I was working on the railway. I was wearing corduroy breeches, digging ditches, pulling switches, dodging pitches. I was working on the railway. Oh! Thank you very much indeed. Paddy on the railway there. For Connor and for all the Kelly fans and for all of you. Thanks very much indeed. Now, let me see. Oh yeah, here's another one that I was going to do, which got recorded for the album, but didn't quite make it on it at the end. Song by the Dublin City Ramblers originally, called Right All Right. Here we go. It was on the road to Dublin that I met a pretty girl. She looked so good that it was quite disarming. I stopped and I asked her if she wanted to go home, or if she had to stay out till the morning. And she said, right, all right, sure we'll get along tonight and think about each other in the morning. I said, wait, no way, I could take you in today, so you'll have to think about me when you're gone. Well, she took to me quite lovingly, and we had much to say. I never felt the cold as it was growing. And then she turned and said to me, I think I must be away. And suddenly I knew my heart was glowing. And she says, right, all right, sure we'll get along tonight and think about each other in the morning. So wait, no way, I can take you in today, so you'll have to think about me when you're gone. Well, we came upon a crossroads and she asked me to get down. I danced a merry jig amongst the horn. I never felt a hand as she removed my wallet round. So I danced the reels and jigs until the morning. And she said, right, all right, sure we'll get along tonight and think about each other in the morning. So wait, no way, I can take you in today, so you'll have to think about me when you're gone. Woo! And now that the story has come to an end, she upped and she left me without warning. So here I am today without a penny to me name. I wished I'd never met her in the morning. And she says, right, all right, sure we'll get along tonight and think about each other in the morning. Is there a way? No way, I can take you in today, so you'll have to think about me when you're gone. And she says, right, all right, sure we'll get along tonight and think about each other in the morning. Is there a way? No way, I can take you in today, so you'll have to think about me when you're gone. Woo! Yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Right, all right there. Dublin City Ramblers. Thanks a million, folks. Yes, you are. Thank yourselves. Keith's got the spoons out. Shannon has to go. She's got an early start. Thanks so much. Thank you, Shannon. And sure, I'll be back next Sunday. She'll see you again sometime soon. Awesome song. Thanks, Lisa. Okay. I saw a request there. Was it Darren that was asking for the Rattling Bog? Well, sure. In for a penny, in for a pound. I did not record this for the album because it's not a novelty record, but it's a great one for the gigs. I love playing it and I love doing it in sessions as well, like this. So I'm going to play it for you now. This is a kind of a mishmash of dueling banjos written by Arthur Guitar Fingers Smith, or Arthur something Guitar Smith, and it's a trad Irish song called The Rattling Bog. There's only two Andy Gorhams. There's only two Andy Gorhams. Two Andy Gorhams. I have to try and be paranoid schizophrenic for this. It's not very hard for me. Bend over and squeal like a pig. And the hole in the bog and a bog down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. And in that hole there was a tree, a rare tree, a rattling tree, the tree in the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Upon that tree there was a limb, a rare limb, a rattling limb, the limb in the tree in the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh, oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Upon that limb there was a branch, a rare branch, a rattling branch, the branch of the limb in the tree in the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Upon that branch there was a twig, a rare twig, a rattling twig, the twig and the branch and the limb in the tree in the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. On that twig there was a nest, rare nest, a rattling nest, the nest of the twig and the branch and the limb in the tree in the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. On that nest there was an egg, a rare egg, a rattling egg, an egg and the nest and the twig and the branch and the limb in the tree in the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley. Here we go. There was a bird, a rare bird, a rattling bird, the bird on the egg, and the egg, and the nest, and the nest, and the twig, and the twig, and the branch, and the branch, and the limb, and the limb, and the tree, and the tree, and the hole, and the hole, and the bug, up down in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, up down in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, up down in the valley. On that bird there was a feather, a rare feather, a rattling feather, the feather of the bird, and the bird on the egg, and the egg, and the nest, and the nest, and the twig, and the twig, and the branch, and the branch, and the limb, and the limb, and the tree, and the tree, and the hole, and the hole, and the bug, down in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, down in the valley, oh. And on that feather there was a flea, a rare flea and a rattling flea, and the flea on the feather, and the feather, and the bird on the egg, and the egg, and the nest, and the nest, and the twig, and the twig, and the branch, and the branch, and the limb, and the limb, and the tree, and the tree, and the hole, and the hole, and the bog, up down in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, up down in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, up down in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, up down in the valley, oh, the rattling bog, up down in the valley, oh. Woo! Thanks very much. The rattling bog there for you. Gonna go back to the if I can find the words. Probably not. Now, let me see. 1 second, folks. There we are. Thanks very much indeed for that. That was entertaining. Anyway, so folks, I'm going to squeeze in a couple more songs this evening. Ash, okay, well, look, the Monto. He's looking for the Monto. Sure, why not? I'll do Monto afterwards. Go on. Sure, why not? Okay. Take it all out here. Okay. I've got time to squeeze in a couple more songs. I'm going to lengthen out the set with one more. One more. This one's not on the album either, but I'm going to do it because it's by request from one of the regulars here, Mr. Ben Spears, a Canadian over in Germany. Song by the Sea. I played it already. Sorry, Roz. It was earlier on. Sorry about that. But it's on the album, and I'll be playing it again. And, you know, that was a workout. It certainly was. Okay, here we go. So a little Dublin song called the Monto. Well, if you got a wingo, take her up to Ringo, where the lads single all the day. If you had your fill of porter and you can't go any further, give your man the order back to the K and take her up to Monto, Monto, Monto. Take her up to Monto, Langaroo. Well, the dirty Duke of Gloucester, the dirty old imposter, took his mott and lost her up the furry glen. He first bit on his bowler and he buckled up his trousers and he whistled for a growler. And he says, "Hi, man, take me up to Monto, Monto, Monto. Take me up to Monto, Langaroo." To you, you see the Dublin Fusiliers, the dirty old bamboozeliers. They went to watch the children. 1, 2, 3. A marching from the Linnet Hall. There's one for every cannonball. Vicky's going to send them all over the sea. So first go up to Monto, Monto, Monto. First go up to Monto, Langaroo. To you. Woo! She came to call us, she wanted to see all of us. Glad she didn't call us, she's 18 stone. Mr. Milan versus she is all you've got to show to me. I know, madam, there's more to see. Oh, behold, she took her up to Monto, Monto, Monto. Took her up to Monto, Langaroo. took her up to Monto, 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 took her up to Monto, Langaroo, to you. Woo. There you go, thank you very much. The Monto there. Now, thanks so many folks. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be playing for you here tonight, celebrating the launch of the new album, live from Kilmichael, recorded here in these very premises, sitting right here with my good friend Dougal, who's asleep at the back there. And thank you very much for your support. Thanks to all the pre-orders, all the trusting people who've trusted me with the money in advance. I have been keeping up to date on social media for anybody who's that way inclined on Facebook, Instagram. You can find out what I'm up to all the time. Robin James Hurt. I'm going to sing a song now. This is the second last song on the album, and this is a cover of a song which I remember from my childhood. It's a fantastic song that I could kind of relate to at the time, and although it's kind of set ostensibly in the past, it also kind of has relevances into the present future. It's a song called Between the Wars. Thanks, Trace. Trace says, I hope you sell them all. I've got a bucket load of them, so don't be shy. I've got plenty of them to sell. I'm not going to run out in a hurry. So yeah, this is a song by the great Billy Bragg, written in the 1980s, and it's called Between the Wars. I was a miner, I was a docker, I was a railway man between the wars. I raised a family in times of austerity with sweat at the foundry between the wars. I paid the union, and as times got harder, I looked to the government to help the working man, but they brought prosperity. Down at the armory, we're arming for peace, my boys, between the wars. I kept the faith, and I kept voting, not for the iron fist, but for the helping hand. For theirs is a land with a wall around it, and mine is a faith in my fellow man. Theirs is a land of hope and glory, mine is the green field and the factory floor. Theirs are the skies, all dark with bombers, and mine is the peace we knew between the wars. Call up the craftsmen, bring me the draftsmen, build me a path from cradle to grave, and I'll give my consent to any government that does not deny a man a living wage. Go find the young men, never to fight again. Bring out the banners from the days gone by. Sweet moderation, heart of this nation, desert us not, we are between the wars. Thanks, Amelia. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening to the music tonight. It's been my pleasure to play here for you. So my name is Robin James Hurt, H-U-R-T. You can find me all over the internet, and you can find me on my own website, robinjameshurt.com. I've just released this new album. It's called Live from Kilmichael. It's recorded here in my house. Please do feel free to pick up a copy And the album was inspired by the live sessions that I've been doing here every Sunday in my front room, because I've been out of work because of the coronavirus. I was gigging as a full-time gigging musician up till then, doing like 8 gigs a week, and I've been stripped down to nothing. So this is the one thing I'm doing every week musically, and I built an album out of it thanks to the requests and support from all you wonderful guys. I mean that genuinely. That sounds really cheesy. Wonderful guys. I mean it very sincerely to all of you, particularly all of you folks that have been supporting me all the way through. And like I said, your names are on the album and stuff. So thanks very much to each and every one of you, and to everybody that's just tuning in tonight randomly. Thank you for tuning in. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Robin. I'm going to finish off with one more song, guys. Have a great week. I'm going to be playing here again next Sunday on my Facebook channel and on my YouTube channel at 9 p.m. next Sunday, because I've nothing better to do, and I love doing it. It's wonderful. I've met some great people doing these sessions, so thanks so much indeed. Myself and Dougal's having a nap over there, but we will be back online during the week to talk to you. And I'm going to get the CDs in the mail as well. I'm just waiting for the pictures, the glossy pictures to come through so that me and Dougal can both sign them, and we'll send them off to you then in the post. So have a great night. Have a great week. Don't work too hard. Take a handy. Don't get too stressed. And I'll talk to you on Sunday and during the week as well. I'm going to finish this set tonight with the song that finishes the album. And this was chosen by the fans, particularly by Ben, once again, the great Ben Spears. Thank you for your support, so you're a gentleman. This is a song called McALPINE'S Fusiliers, sung famously by the Dubliners, old traditional song. And for Michael and Lauren, for everybody else, for Connor, Connie, Darren, and Mickey, and Candy, everybody in America, Lisa, all of you wonderful people, Mick and Ginger, Rachel and Greg, Sharon, everybody, Dougal, and each and every one of you. I'm sorry I'm forgetting loads of people. I'm not trying to name everybody. I'll be here all night. But thank you so much to each and every one of you for tuning in. I really mean that. I'm going to finish up with this and stop waffling. So talk to you soon. Thank you. McALPINE'S Fusiliers. Up. Down from the glen came McALPINE's men, with their shovels tied behind them. It was in the pub they drank the sop, and upon the spike you'll find them. They sweated blood and they washed down mud with pints and quarts of beer. And now we're on the road again with McALPINE's Fusiliers. Well, I stripped to the skin with the darky fled, way down upon the Isle of Grain. With the horse face too, I knew the rule: no money if you stop for rain. When McALPINE's God was a well-filled hut, and your shoulders cut to bits and sere. And woe to he who looks for a cup of tea with McALPINE's Fusiliers. I remember the day when the barrow shade fell into the concrete stairs. What the horse face said when he saw him dead, well, it wasn't what the rich call prayers. I'm a navvy short was the one rich sport and reached unto my ears. And when the going is rough, well, you must get tough with McALPINE's Fusiliers. Here we go. Well, I worked till the sweats near had me bet with the Russians, the Czechs, and the Poles. On shot and jams up in the hydro dam or underneath the tent in the hole. I grafted hard, I got my cars, many a gunner's fist across the ears. And if you value your life, don't join by Christ. McALPINE'S Fusiliers. Trim it up! La, 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 Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Woo! Thank you so much. Take care. See you again soon. Lots of love and all the very best. Thank you. Cheers. Turn this off. See ya. Lots of love. Bye. And everybody on YouTube as well. Thanks a million for watching. I'm trying to turn this laptop off here. Cheers. Bye.